Alright YouTube, so today I'm doing kind of a first impressions review-ish thing. Can't really call it a review because I've just gotten it today on my loaded Chubby Unicorn. See, I've been waiting around for this board for quite some time. I was pretty much stalking Loaded constantly a few years back. I was a definite fanboy, so I heard about it pretty quickly when they first started talking about it. I saw it on their website, and I think I got an email from them because had like that whole fanboy email thing going on, and I saw the pictures of the prototypes and everything. And I remember when I first got my Bongra, thought it was pretty much an awesome board, but if it was a little bit shorter and symmetrical, like if you put the nose on both ends, and made a stiff board, it'd be awesome for free riding. And it seems like that's pretty much what they did with this, plus some pretty intense features that I'm sure you all know about, with the plastic slide puck type bottom, covering the fiberglass and wood center with the orangutan urethane around the edges for protection. As with the orangutan urethane, as they say, it's a really high durometer urethane, but I was still expecting it to be like a wheel, kind of where you could like squeeze it with your finger, like at least a fingernail. But this is really high durometer stuff. Like you can tell, like this could handle like way higher speeds than I thought. I was thinking it was going to be like a hard riser type deal, but it's super hard. I don't know what, it's like 100 duro, I'd say. It's really high durometer stuff, so I know it's going to be strong from what I can tell. And it's also cool, you can see they have the weird little graphic type design on the grip tape. You can see where the fiberglass is and where the wood and urethane meet and how far it goes in. Probably I'd say about a centimeter right here, but if you look in some good light, you can see it goes in a good inch. Right here is where the blue stops on the nose and tail, which is symmetrical, so tails, you could say. So that's definitely going to be really good for curbing and impact resistance and all that good stuff. Along with right here, it's got a pretty hefty amount. That's kind of the high damage area. If you can get a good corner right there, I've tore that up on different boards. As far as the ride, I haven't ridden it but like probably 30 minutes altogether. It's really smooth with the plastic and the urethane. It's like no vibrations, even with this old setup. I was planning on slapping on my new V2 Parises that I got after I broke my last set and sent them in and got the replacement with the lifetime warranty. And I had some new Otang stems with seismic tectons in there. That was going to be a pretty sweet first setup, I thought. But this showed up at my job at work at Bert's Surf Shop. Came in today. I didn't have my trucks with me. I happened to have my Wolf Shark in the car with my 50 cals and some old Otangs I bought from a friend. I hope she doesn't get mad I'm using them because I don't think she knows about it. But slapped those on there with some built-ins because that was all I had with me unless I wanted to buy some from work. So yeah, that's what I have on it right now. I'm kind of sticking with that for the time being, I guess. The Blue Dream caliper's pretty much good with the urethane on there. Pretty good, and the little bit of what you would call a graphic, I guess, on there. So it looks pretty cool, even though these calipers are a lot older than my V2s. Let's see. To compare it to some other freeride boards, I have my original freeride 41 here. The Loaded, I think, is a 42 and a quarter or something like that. 42, the specs don't really matter that much to me anyway. But Loaded is just a tad longer. What's nice about the 41, I'm not a big fan of keeping my boards drop through, but I do like a drop through board because it typically has that nice wheel cutout. Because I like to run sloppy loose trucks most of the time because they're relatively flat around here. So what hills I do go to, I like to keep them pretty loose just to get that good 360 ability. everything. So that with this being a top mount board, loaded, it's nice how they have the flared up wheel wells. I think that's maybe pretty good. I did actually get a little bit of wheel bite with my 50 degree calipers, but I do have them pretty loose, like I said. I tightened them up a little bit. But I'm only running like one cup washer on here as opposed to the two it comes with in the stock bushings. But these wheels are a little worn down, so I wasn't really expecting that. I threw on a white Cargo, whatever, a brand riser, which looks really clean on here. I can't even see it. I'm looking at it right here with the recessed truck mounting that makes the truck set neutral 50 degrees despite the rocker. The little white riser is a pretty good little thing to get it to sit more closely to what it would be on a normal top mount board. My Wolf Shark has had some damage around the edges, which I'm kind of glad my new loaded board is going to supposedly protect me from that. As you can see here, I've cracked my edges pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. I was doing a hillside check and iced out, fell on my butt, and the board started tumbling down the hill, and that tore up the edges pretty good. A little bit of wood glue later, still had kind of a crack going on. I've curbed this a couple times, but you know, the Canadian maple's pretty tough. Wheel wells are pretty big on this board too, but I did get wheel bite. Like I said, loose trucks typically on my setups. Let's see. I like how this Wolf Shark is a 9.75 inch width, I think, as well as the Chubby Unicorn. So that's, I'm kind of used to that. I do like the gas pedals that are on the Wolf Shark, but the wheel flares kind of make up for the lack of that on here. I think a gas pedal wouldn't really work out with the urethane. It'd kind of defeat the purpose of the urethane edge. So I like how the W concave in the wheel flare feels. So far I haven't taken it to really big hills though, so it's hard to say. As for introduction of how I feel, this video is kind of long, so I'm going to try to wrap it up. See most people's concerns. The price, close to $400 deck. It's pretty ridiculous. Yada yada yada. People say, oh, other sports are really expensive. This is an expensive deck. Get over it. But all I can say for that is that time of year, income tax. You know, that's how I went down that route. So I mean, despite the bullet, if you really want it, you get it. But I can't really tell you if it's worth it or not yet. We'll see how it turns out in years to come, how well it actually holds up. The wood grain look is pretty cool on here. Since it's plastic, they did put little lines. It's hard, I know you can't really see it on here, but there's little lines. It looks like wood, really cool finish. When I did get wheel bite, since this is just a plain white board, all it did was kind of rub off the line and leave a little black mark, so I really like that, because on my Wolf Shark, this awesome graphic on here would take off a piece of that, and that's no good. You know, it makes your board look bad. So I like how it's the plain old graphic, you can't really mess it up. The Chubby, so that's pretty good. On the side here, it says orangutan thing. It's got the little G, like the OG, their symbol. Well, I just scared my dog anyway. Got the OG orangutan symbol. And I always wondered in videos, I would see them holding out a check, and I would look and see that little black spot there. I didn't know if it was like a blemish or a dirt spot or anything, but it is orangutan thing. That's what that says there. But yeah, if you have any questions or concerns or anything, or just feel like commenting, I like seeing the little comment thing on my inbox, so go ahead and blow it up. It's a pretty sweet board. Everybody at work was stoked about it, so I'm glad to have gotten it and been able to just show up and it be there after getting a little text message of my manager showing me a picture of it. So pretty much a good day getting a loaded Chubby Unicorn. First one around here to get one. Not that it's a race, but pretty sweet board. I'm looking forward to taking it to some hills and getting a better review than just what I know from what I've seen so far and other people talking about it. So but yeah, it's a pretty sick board. I would definitely take your time and see how bad you really want it. I waited a long time to get this board. I bought my Wolf Shark, can't even remember how long ago, but this was the longest pause between boards I've had to get this. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's cats screwing outside. That's weird. Anyway, wrapping this video up. I don't know how long it is, but it's definitely getting long. Good board. Just comment and like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And just go out and skate and just think about how much you want it. It's up to you to decide. I definitely wanted one. I'm glad I got it. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thanks a lot for watching.